Our last topic, man, Topuria is so interesting. He's so confident. And people are saying if he wins, he's going to blow up and be a star. A lot of people, well, he's saying it. Obviously, you can't take that for full, credibility. But like a lot of people are saying he will be the first Spanish born and raised fighter that will be or the first champion in the history of the UFC. He'll have that entire country behind him. He's amazing in interviews, I think. He's a really smart guy. I love his confidence, and he's so young. I think it would be really, really cool if he did win, even though I'm a big Volk fan. What are your final thoughts here at this point in the game? Watching the interviews, watching the buildup. Are you still leaning towards Volk?
I can never go against my guy, man. I just can't
Mhm.
go against him. I'm not saying like, dude, Taporia has everything right now. He has momentum. Volk's coming off that knockout loss in his last fight. He has confidence. He's radiating with confidence. And if I wasn't a fan of Volk, if I wasn't as strong as fan as I am of Volk, I would take
Mhm.
Taporia from a betting standpoint. Now, if I don't know how I'm going to bet the fight because my emotions are involved. I'm emotionally invested in Volk.
Yep.
He's won me a bunch of money before. I just love his character. I love the way he talks. I love the way he walks. I love the way he fights. I love everything about the guy. So I'm very biased towards him. So I can never go against him. Now, if I
Yeah.
don't know either of these guys and I know their skill set and I know they're coming up, I know their story, I know their backstory. Man, I think the money's on Taporia right now, man. He's hot prospect coming in. He's radiating with confidence.
Yeah.
And Volk, says he's confident as well, and he's not affected by the knockout. He was on, he was drinking a bunch back then. I mean, maybe, but regardless, you still got your brain got turned off. And when your brain gets turned off, you don't know how you're going to respond. And Taporia is such an elite level striker. I'm sure he's going to be looking for that high kick. Volk's a short guy. My heart says Volk, but my pocketbook says Taporia.
The odds right now are still minus 130 Volk. Very, very, very close odds. Plus 110 to Prius. It's almost dead even. I'm curious to see how the odds shift over the next week after the press conference, etc. I picked Taporia before. I'm going to stick with Taporia. It's also a bit of an emotional bet because I really like Taporia, and I think it'd be so cool if he won the belt at such a young age. See how long he can defend it.
How
Have a
old is
shot.
he? How old is he?
I want to say 27, but let me double check. Topuria. He is really young, 26 or 27 is my recollection. 27. Yeah, so he just turned 27 on January 21st. Dude, he's young. He's so
He
young.
has a lot. Yeah, he has a lot of green grass in front of him. We like to say, And with that being said, is his confidence? Is it unwarranted confidence? Absolutely not. This guy's an elite level striker, man. And being a young kid coming in, like 27 years old. I say young kid because I'm an old man, but
Mhm.
this guy's hot right now, man. And I'm probably going to put my money on Volk because I think as the fight is coming, I think the line's going to start to sway in Taporia's favor, and I wouldn't doubt if we see Volk as like a plus 110 or a plus 120 underdog as the fight comes up because people are going to start getting their money in right before the fight. I can't go against my guy, man. I can't. My heart is into it. I want Volk to win so bad, man, and I think he's just so awesome. And the reason that Volk sticks out to me
Mhm.
is he wants to take on impossible tasks. He wants to be a
Yes.
two belt champ, being 5'6". He goes
Mhm.
up. He fights the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, not once but twice. Second time on short notice. This guy's a
Yeah.
fucking dog. He loves to fight, and I can relate to that so much because I think if I was put in that situation, what would I do? And I would do the exact same motherfucking thing. I would
Mhm.
show up and try and knock out the best fighter in the world. A lot of these fighters these days are fucking pussies and like, ooh, I need a full camp. Oh, I hurt my toe. I can't step. No, Volk shows up, no excuse. Fucking win or lose. Islam lost twice to Islam. Win or lose, though, he shows up. He fucking goes. He's striving for greatness. And man, when I watch somebody strive for greatness, like when Izzy went up to 185 and lost to the Polish dude, like everyone's criticizing him. Dude, this guy's trying to do something great, something that's never been done before. And how can you guys criticize somebody? It's the Theodore Roosevelt fucking man in the arena. All these fucking pussies out here that have never done anything in their life are criticizing guys like Volk, guys like Izzy, guys like me. We're just trying to do the greatest thing we can in our life to be remembered for whatever that reason is. And my mission is to show my son like never give up. Volk wants to be the number one pound for pound best fighter in the world. He had two opportunities, did seized both opportunities. Even the second one wasn't a great opportunity. He still
Yep.
saw it as fuck. If I win this fight, like I'm the greatest fighter in the world right now, and I can't go against my guy Volk. I think he's going to be an underdog by the time the fight happens.
Woo, that'd be interesting. Okay, last thing I want to say, and then we'll close out the show. Great show, getting back in the mix after your win on Saturday. Did you know that Ilya Topuria is undefeated in his professional career, 14-0? Do you think that helps him or hurts him being undefeated?
Well, it just really depends, man. It's like how much adversity, there's a lot of adversity. When you're winning, it's easy to win. It's not easy to win, but when you're winning, it's momentum, dude. Like people say momentum isn't real in sports. When you're winning, whether it's football, MMA, soccer, like when you're consistently winning, your confidence, like, fuck, I'm doing things right. I'm doing things right.
Mhm.
True adversity is losing a couple times, losing that confidence and still trying to get on the horse and keep going. So, you know, that's where I think Volk is going to have the advantage here is
Mm.
Volk has been put in bad spots. Brian Ortega had him in that nasty guillotine, bro. He had to, dig deep and get out of that and then fight back. Fighting Max Holloway twice, like Max Holloway, is one of the greatest strikers in the featherweight history of the featherweight division. He's beat him twice or three
Three
times even.
times.
I don't three
Yeah.
like,
Three.
bro, like you think that those are cakewalks? Those were, dude, even though he won, he got his fucking ass whooped. And that's the thing with fighting. It's like even when you win, a lot of times you still get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it once, not twice, but three times against arguably one of the greatest strikers in the history of the featherweight, man. Like this guy's been through all that diversity. He's fought Islam twice. He knows how to come back from adversity. Does Ilya Taporia? Has Ilya Taporia faced adversity? Has he been put in a bad spot and had to rebound when his back's on the ground or his back's against the ropes? I don't think so. He's been a front runner the whole time. And again, Volk has over and over and over and over and over, and he will continue to. If he can put pressure on Taporia, can he mentally break him and put him in a bad spot? In MMA terms, we say take him into deep water. Take
Yeah.
him into deep water and fucking drown him. And if anybody's gonna put, that's the thing. This is the difference in the matchup. Ilya
Okay.
Taporia cannot put Volk in a spot that he's never been. He cannot show him adversity that he's never seen or overcome before. Volk
Okay.
can put him in spots that he's never seen before. And if he's able to do that, can Ilya show up?
Very interesting. All right. Well, this is probably the best summation you can get of sort of like how the fight is laid out and who could potentially win. It's dead even on the odds. I can't wait. We're going opposite directions. And this is not anything premeditated. We didn't say, hey, let's go opposite directions. This is just Justin sincerely wants or is pulling for Volk, I guess, or think, believing in Volk.
I
I'm
just I just want him to win, man. It's
yeah.
like my pocketbook says Taporia, my heart
Mhm.
says Volk.